In the bushes, lightly obscured, you see an armored creature, so an armored humanoid. You see its back, and you see black hair, but from what you can tell of the skin, he seems to be it looks to be a man. But this is the tracks. This is a set of tracks that you followed, and he seems to be studying the ground himself. But you can't see his face. But the skin is sort of burnt.
Okay.
But you can't see his face.
I observe him for a while and wait for signs, for more clues.
Stands up and turns.
Okay.
From your result, any result?
Perception or stealth?
Perception.
17.
From your result, you can see that this one actually is. He looks convincingly like a man. Very tall.
He's definitely a man.
But except for a pair of fangs showing from his teeth. So
Technically, since he's lightly obscured, I should have
disadvantage.
Alright.
So
Fangs, alright.
yes. So he seems to be studying the air around, but he doesn't seem to notice.
Okay, I just keep observing. So he's
It's
studying.
like Sluther. Oh my god. So, he seems to be examining the brush around the area, and there is a great sword slung. Actually, not slung. You carry great swords. He carries a great sword on his shoulder,
That's a fabulous sword.
which is the proper way of carrying great swords.
My people call them the fabulous swords. Anyway.
Yeah. So there, and he wears a brown cloak around him as well.
But it has a useful cantrip attached to it.
He is.
Not like my sword.
And he has a lantern on his hip. But he doesn't seem to be raging or anything. But
He's fine.
you're quite convinced that this is one of those what they call akha.
Wait, I have a question. Does this mean that if an orc ever decides to become a barbarian, he is barred from ever entering civilized society again? Because orcs aren't allowed to get angry. Right?
No, the fury is different from rage. It's beyond rage. It's uncontrollable rage.
And what are the signs of the fury, though? I don't know.
It's rage that doesn't stop. They lose their reasonable faculties,
I mean, don't barbarians do that as well?
and they become animals.
I see. Okay, I don't shoot, but I don't reveal myself either. I suspect, of course, that he is on a mission of some sort. To track these orcs as well.
And he proceeds further on.
I follow him.
He stops in front of what seems to be a stone structure.
Stone structure that looks... That has a 41 on one end. Come on, let's own this.
A tall stone structure. You notice that this seems to be one of the... How far are you from him? It seems to be one of those old ruins.
As far away from him as I was when I spotted him, I
Yes,
suppose.
so within vision. He notices that there is a camp. There's what seems to be the remains of a camp here. There's a campfire. There's activity. He's noting some things. He's scratching on the ground, but from where you're standing, you can't see it because of the brush. So, and he proceeds further on inside what seems to be this old temple.
This is a temple dedicated to whom, precisely?
You think that this is one of those old human temples that you don't know, dedicated to the old gods. That's what
The old gods. This is before the epic?
That's what the old temples are, and that's what you know. It's before the epic, or it's one of those abandoned ruins. So
I suppose I just scooch over to this corner, right?
So, well, he has already disappeared inside, so he can't see anything, and it's dark. You have dark vision?
I do have dark vision.
Alright, so you're on one side, what do?
I can't see him in the darkness anymore?
You can see him in the darkness, but at that point, your dark vision is...
Okay, so he's more than 60 feet away.
No, he's not. You can still see him. Probably near the edge of where you are.
I just follow. Do I have to roll again?
He just stand there.
If he goes further than 60 feet, I intend to follow.
He stops and turns around and
I have my short bow up.
Passive perception,
17.
I have to roll for him. How about this? Suddenly, you hear the sound of feral roaring from what seem to sound like dogs. You see him get set upon by wolves.
How many?
2. 2 wolves.
Oh, he can handle it.
Pounds on it.
He can handle it. I'm not being paid for this.
Or rather, what seems to look like wolves.
Do I get to roll nature or whatever?
Sige. Roll nature.
Okay. With advantage because I'm awesome?
Hello.
That's a 10. Surely. If they're from here, I should know what they are.
Yeah. They look to you like big wolves. Except that they're slightly bigger than wolves you've ever seen before, and that they have red manes on their heads.
Okay, so
They have this hellish look about them with red eyes and orangish bloody. And when they open their mouths, it seems
it's
that
very stinky.
their mouths emanate an orange glow. And these are the ones that pounce on our hapless adventurer.
This somewhat important NPC
On our hapless adventurer.
is going to die, isn't he?
I don't have anything to represent wolves. So
I don't know, they take the form of superheroes. Like there, this is Copperhead. I knew Lex Luthor couldn't trust him. And this is a fight between the Legions of Doom. I shouldn't interfere.
and an Atlantean. I guess.
Okay, Lex Luthor doesn't want to give them dental or something.
So yeah, well they're fighting now. You can see that what you know as the half-hour half-orc desperately tries to fend him off, but he's surprised by the pair of wolves.
But the wolves don't see me.
The wolves don't see you, except now he's fighting desperately because they're so big.
So in this first round, they're surprised with regards to me. Yeah.
Where are you at?
That's an 8. I'm attacking the Atlantean.
The Atlantean. Is that within 30?
So they technically get their own initiative rolls first. Lex Luthor doesn't get to act since he's surprised, but they may very well act before me. The wolves.
Good.
Alright, so let me just check. So this is an automatic critical hit. If I hit. And
assassinate you.
let's see. Starting at 3rd level, you have advantage on attack rolls. Well, I have advantage anyway, since they can't see me.
He's badly wounded now because of the surprise. But he can act before the after combat begins. So he's badly wounded by the two, and
So okay.
and when they attack, they seem to breathe a spark of fire.
Okay. Is it my turn?
Yeah, it's true.
First combat. 1. And not bad. So that's plus 5, plus 3 because proficiency, that's a 19.
Yeah, you hit.
Okay, that's an automatic critical hit. So 2d6 plus sneak attack die.
Which is 46.
It's 3d6 at this level.
I don't know. Oh, 46. So that's a total of
5d6. 5d6 plus 5.
Yeah, you also rolled sneak attack twice.
Roll all of the attacks damage twice and add them together.
Including sneak attack.
Ah, you rolled those twice as well. You're right.
Yeah.
So let's see. So
8d6,
normally
man.
I would roll 4d6, but I now roll 8d6.
Yep. Wait, no, that's true.
This is like Fireball.
The actual real 3.5 fireball.
Well, 5th Ed Fireball is also 8d6, so, and it affects an area. But anyway.
Put them all together.
Okay, so let's see. It's 10, 16, 22, 25, 27, 30, plus 5, 35 damage.
35 damage. You wound one of them. Severely.
Wounded? Wounded? What am I fighting again?
The hound yelps. You see the flaming eye, flaming red eyes. They're not flaming, but it's flaming red. Yelp, and then, as it's surprised.
It's surprised. Where do I hit it precisely?
Where do you hit it? How does this critical hit happen?
I don't know. I mean, I suppose I hit it right beneath the chin or something?
Yeah, so there. As your arrow meets its mark, you see the tip, or rather the shaft, burn bright. There you go.
Burn bright. Alright. So
As if he hit the fiery heart of this beast.
Hey, that's cool. I choose to do a cunning action, bonus action, hide.
Good.
So as a bonus action, I can choose to hide. That is 14.
14?
And then as I swerve past the trees, I try to do it such that they don't know where I'm going or something. So that is a 13.
Alright. You disappear into the brush. Into the trees. Into the woods.
So as I dodge from this fire breath, right? He's blinded by his own
And you
fire.
roll into it.
And that I tumble away and use that moment to disappear.
Cool. Like, there you go.
And then, yeah. So
You're
that's...
now confused.
I still have an action, by the way.
Yeah,
So I use the bonus action to disengage, and then... hiding is an action, so maybe that's
Hiding
the
action, but I don't know.
Okay, fine.
Oh, hiding is an option.
Okay. Sorry. So that's my action. Alright.
So, losing sight of you.
Sorry, Lex Luthor.
Losing sight of
I'm really sorry.
Yeah, he keeps running, of course, right? But they chase after the hapless half-orc.
So it takes his turn, and then it's their turn.
I know, and you hear the sounds.
So how far
You
away?
hear a scream.
Well, how far away are they?
50 feet.
50 feet. All right.
You hear a scream, and it's just...
It's just bloody
It's
and
just...
it's horrible. It's like his breath should be.
He's still screaming. Tell your turn.
This is like that movie, The Grave. Liam Neeson, save me! Why is Liam Neeson not
Your
here?
turn.
Alright, I attack the Atlantean again. This is the guy who spotted me. So that's 14 plus 3, 17.
Yeah, hit, critical. Advantage in.
Oh yeah, you're right there. It has advantage. Alright, but I hit. Oh, I might roll a critical. No,
Might
it's
roll
already.
lower, it doesn't matter. Oh, you might roll critical.
It's
Critical.
already a critical, whatever. I mean, do I really have to roll these dice? He's dead. Right, I mean, I assume he's dead.
Like, you catch it on the back of the head or something. The arrow runs through the back of the head and out his mouth. Out his fiery mouth. It burns for a while. And then the beast itself, the fire in its heart, escapes its body and burns it.
I sure hope you weren't holding on to Lex Luthor while that was happening. Okay, and as a bonus action, I try to hide again.
Alright, good. I'm out.
So it doesn't.
It's just regular sneak
It's not. It's just a regular sneak attack. All right.
Oh, okay.
But I hide again, and that's a 26.
Finally, the screaming stops. That's all you hear.
Do I hear a thud?
Yeah, he was already on the ground.
Okay, fine.
What you can see. Then the alert beast turns around and sniffs his companion. Turns around and begins to search. But it disappears into the brush. Okay. It disappears into the brush, but you can still see where it went. Here it is. And it's within range of your bow.
Okay, I make another attack.
Good.
Oh wait, I've expended 2 arrows. I should keep track of it.
It doesn't notice where you are.
Oh wait, why am I rolling damage?
Because you already know that it's going to hit.
Okay, I have advantage.
You have advantage.
Alright, I assume
What is it?
it's a 14 plus 5.
Yeah, you
plus
hit.
3.
You hit.
19, 22. I should really put my attack bonuses.
Go ahead.
Alright,
Okay.
that's the damage. That's 9 plus 3. 9 plus 6, 15.
15? Yeah, you wounded severely. Catching
And
it on the side.
Wounded severely, a 35 wounds severely. What is a 15?
Sorry, not severely. But you wounded considerably.
Consider.
On its side.
Outside.
Yeah.
And then
You hide again?
yeah, I tried it.
Right?
That's a 21.
Yep. It senses the direction. So I can tell because where it hit.
Alright.
It turns its snout towards
Wait, I haven't moved right?
that direction. Yeah.
I don't.
Wanna move? Wanna move? No?
I'll just move here, I guess.
Alright, yeah. Behind the wall. It begins to move that direction. But it doesn't notice you. It moves past you, in fact. It's your turn.
Okay. So I move stealthily.
Oh, sorry, it begins to search for you.
What's here? 21.
Smells your direction.
Okay. Does it know where I am, or is it?
Now
just
it knows, it smells where you are.
Okay. As a bonus action, I try to hide again.
Yeah, that
That is a 19.
Alright.
Okay, so I move 15 feet. Where's the tape measure?
You begin to disappear again in the brush. And trees.
Can I move here?
Is it many-
This is open?
No,
Is
it's
that
not, sorry.
correct? It's here.
Actually, dapat na pag ganun yun. So,
But
it goes that way. You can go this way if you want. Sorry.
okay, fine.
It goes that way. It doesn't notice where you go, but it does follow the smell.
Okay, so it's still a sneak attack, right?
Yeah.
I'm rolling again. Damage.
Super
So
confident.
it hits, right? Okay, that hits. I know that hits. So that is
Charge ko na alam mo na. You can't shoot.
14.
Oh! You miss.
No, that's a damage roll.
Damage
I
right.
hit.
Sorry. You
14
hit
plus
rather.
5, 19 plus 3, 22.
32.
22 is the attack roll, and then 15.
The damage is now 29.
14. Yeah, I know what the damage is. Alright.
That's a wounded at this point. It yelps in pain. And howls. So, now it's seems to be enraged by your attack. It tries to sense you once more.
Technically, since I hit, I took the hide action before I attacked. He knows where I am. Since I attacked, he knows where I am.
So
It doesn't have to do anything.
again, it charges towards you,
Okay,
inhaling,
more with the flames. Alright.
letting out a burst of flame. Roll dexterity.
Okay. That.
You're able to,
Alright.
avoid most of this. You do receive, however, 6, 12, 11 damage. 11 fire damage.
Okay. Right.
Oh, it's now your turn.
I disengage as a bonus
Angrily,
action.
use
And I go
into the dark, into the temple where there are.
woods here. I mean, suppose there are woods here in this direction. So I go into the woods there, and then I try to hide again as a bonus action.
Alright.
That's a 28.
Alright, you disappear into the brush. The wolf is confused. And then tries to sense where you are once more. But it's confused because of its wounds. It just attempts to move in that general direction, but it doesn't seem to be moving in the direction where you are. You can still see it. It's your turn.
Okay, I make an attack roll first this time. With advantage. Okay, that's a 14. Come on, make a crit, please. Okay, I have a 14. Whatever.
14?
14 and a 1. So 14. 14 plus...
Plus yung mana. Plus, whatever it is. You hit it, yep.
It's dead, I suppose.
What is it?
It's a 9 plus It's a 13. So that's a total of
45.
42. 29 plus 13, 42.
You hit it once more with an arrow. It's now badly wounded and is yelping severely in pain.
Really?
It's now shaking and trembling.
I hide as a bonus after.
Yeah. It attempts
So
to
27.
It attempts to move back into the temple. You see it disappear through the doorway.
How far is it?
From what you can tell, that's as far as it can go. Like, not far, like right.
So I see it.
Do you have a? Do you have a?
I'll just move finally.
But if you move, yeah, you'll see it. So.
So I move stealthily.
Yep.
Okay, the 29.
Yep. Doesn't notice you.
I attack with advantage.
Be focused on moving in. Yeah. Hit him.
Okay.
Finally, you let loose the last arrow.
So how many arrows is that? 1, 2, 3.
That finally fells the hellish beast.
4, 5, 6. 6 arrows. Okay.
There, it is now dead.
Sorry, Lex Luthor.
What do you want to do?
Okay. So I search the remains of the beast and the poor half-breed, who unfortunately met with an end that I could not help in any way. We shall remember you.
So... Lakas masyado. Should have just gone with move.
Sorry.
You had a lot of experience, I'd say.
Unnamed characters.
That is,
I'm sure you had a compelling backstory.
I couldn't save you. Quest, like alam mo pag bumatay ka sa Pillars of Eternity, mafe-fail automatically yung ano.
I'm sorry. I couldn't follow you. What I'm sure was a very intriguing quest. Oh well. It's there forever in my journal. I'll put it down in my journal.
Failed.
Quest failed.
Failed to save a known Aka hunter.
There you go. Oh well.
Okay. So you got your experience first is unlucky. 2,800 kasi double.
Yeah, that's the difficulty.
The
The actual experience you get is just their base experience.
oh, but I'm double.
Okay, fine. Because yeah, you're right.
Because we're doing this in episodes.
Right, I have 2,800 experience because I'm awesome.
Killing. Well, that was great though. That was great.
Right.
So what do you think?
So first and foremost, I go to this tragically slain figure and try to determine who he is.
Okay, so you search through his belongings.
Of course.
That's how you determine who someone is.
I mean, how else?
By searching through his belongings. So first there's the great sword.
Did it prove to be that great? Alright.
You got ambushed, man. By wolves, man. If he wasn't gonna be ambushed by wolves, he was gonna be ambushed by you. So,
Catch 22. I wasn't gonna kill him. I mean, maybe I was.
you see, Mark. Why don't you roll knowledge history?
Right,
Or
that is
rather,
definitely
history.
that is definitely a skill I have. A 5. I don't care.
You don't recognize this Mark.
Poor
But
Sod just died.
you know for sure that the Aka don't go here.
You know what? I'll just keep the mark and show it to someone.
But this one is a half-blood, so you know at least that his kind mingles with the...
I'll keep the mark and show it to someone who might know.
The mark is a triangle, an inverted triangle that has 3 tiers. And also you see a hatchet, also a hand axe, and a dagger,
Yeah.
and his great sword. And you find 100 gold.
I shall
this with his-
reluctantly commandeer this wealth and avenge you, whoever you are.
And also,
If you have a widow, I promise to give at least half. Back.
you have well, and then food. So
Okay.
like week-long
Rations.
rations.
Well, I get that as well.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Along with the food that I, of course, have with me.
Also, yeah,
course.
maybe like 2 weeks of food.
Okay, so that's 3 weeks of food.
3 weeks of food.
Alright.
It's real treasure there, of course. Not many people have.
I mean, do I need food? I live off the land. Even though I have plus
You
one
also
survival.
have,
What?
do you read Orcish?
I don't know. I'm gonna choose to say I read Orcish. I mean, do I have...
The criminals don't have extra language levels.
They might. I mean, just because we're criminals doesn't mean we're stupid. I mean, who are you to judge
Some
us?
of them are learned. Learned.
Alright. In fact, we do not. But how many languages do you get? I'm not sure. I'm sure you get your language, a common, your language,
Good.
plus another bonus
And then
language.
that depends on your background. Is it?
I'll say fine.
You're a marking.
So I don't know.
You don't.
It's just scribbles, chicken scratchings.
But, sige, why don't you make an intelligence check?
I know that these scratchings were made angrily. 11.
It's not enough, you don't recognize them. So,
Alright.
So you don't know anything that the Sev is doing. You just know that he was tracking something until he got ambushed, tragically,
In the temple.
in this temple.
Yes.
This temple is not very big. Seems like,
I just scout the perimeter of the outer walls.
yeah, it just seems like a large house.
How large is the temple?
Like, you know, pero, imagine same lang yung siya. It's square siya. Inside, because you were able to see part of the inside. Seems to be another set of. This is so helpful. This is a Dora. And so, yun na siya. It seems to be a mausoleum of some kind.
Right.
But this door seems to be ajar as well. But these creatures, as you examine them, they don't seem to be regular wolves. And true enough, they were breathing fire.
Yes, I noticed that.
Which is
My skin noticed that as well.
a hellish quality about them, which bothers you, I think. I don't know if it does, but
I mean, as someone who likes to take it easy, I don't like things to do with magic
yeah.
or this nonsense that I can't understand.
Yes.
I'm just here to do a job.
So,
And I'm reluctant now to go through with this. Because nobody mentioned hellwolves.
So, there.
You know what? I shall make a decision.
Do you explore or do you not explore? Do you leave?
Okay. I think my character would just get the heads of one of these wolves to bring back to the village, along with the mark. And I'll check with them, see what the hell is going on. I'll ask about this temple. And I'll tell them that it seems that, from what I can tell, that your orcs are also inside. But I'm not going through with it, because they're hell wolves. And before I proceed, I take a short rest.